Yes, sir. Please continue, sir. You may please continue.
Hi, hello everyone. I hope you have done yesterday's problems. So today we'll be starting with one new concept, and it is like a really basic concept, and there have been questions related to that in the past. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible now. Okay, yeah. So today we'll be just discussing about four types of means. Okay. So for example, you have a set of n numbers, x1, x2, x3, so on up to xn. Okay. This is a set of x numbers. So set of n numbers. Okay. Okay. This is a set of n numbers. Is everyone there today? Let me see. Gayatri, Ashrita, Bhaskar, Varshini, Divya, Bhavna, Vignesh, Amani, Sofyan. Okay. So see what is happening is x1, x2, x3, xn, x1, x2, x3, x4 till xn. Okay. These are a set of n numbers. Okay. So there are total four types of mean possible. When I can take, what are the four types of mean that I can take on this series? Okay. So the first one, very common and very basic, arithmetic mean, also called AM. So tell me, how do we take arithmetic mean of n numbers? What is the arithmetic mean of n numbers?
Sum of numbers by number of
Ah,
digits.
Number of
correct,
observations.
Number of number
correct.
by number of observations.
Yes, yes, correct. Right, everyone? This will be my AM,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Sum of observations divided by number of observations, and number of observations is n. Second is geometric mean, also called GM. So can you tell me what will be my GM of n numbers? I guess we have discussed this before. What is my geometric mean? It is product of numbers whole to
By
the
n.
power of 1 by n, right? Product of n numbers raised to the power of 1 by n.
1
Fine.
by n.
Yes, sir.
Everyone remembers this, right? Okay. So today, two new means I'll be introducing to you. So just remember these two for only for namesake. Okay. One is root mean square. It is also called RMS, root mean square. So what happens in root mean square? It is the square root of arithmetic means of squares. Okay. So x1 square plus x2 square plus so on up to xn square whole divided by n. Okay. Root mean square is basically the square root of arithmetic mean of squares of the observations. Okay. After that, we have one more harmonic mean, HM. Okay. Harmonic mean, HM. So what is HM? What is HM? It is n divided by 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2
X2
plus so on up to 1 by
by
xn.
xn.
Okay. This is what is harmonic mean of n numbers. Okay. Fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so just remember RMS and harmonic mean for namesake. Okay, see what is important about these two is that these two will be used in physics. Okay, when you will be learning states of matter, and in chemistry also, states of matter. So there you will be learning about root mean square speeds and all that. Okay, so there during that time you will need this. So just remember it for namesake currently. So we have one very important
One
property
so sir,
when it, sorry,
एक बार बताओ सर वो
कौन सा?
रूट मीन इज
Root mean square is basically square root of arithmetic mean of your squares. Okay, squares of observation. Nothing else. It is nothing new. Yeah. Okay. So, so see, we have a very important property in mathematics. Okay. So if I am assuming, first of all, it is very important assumption to take. And the assumption is very important. If all my observations, f x1, x2, x3, so on till xn, they are positive natural numbers. Okay. If they are positive natural numbers, they can be zero also. So either positive or zero. So RMS will always be greater than equal to arithmetic mean, will always be greater than equal to geometric mean, will always be greater than equal to harmonic mean. Okay. Everyone understood this?
Yes, sir.
Understood what I'm trying to say? But just make sure that your assumption is true. Fine. Fine, everyone. And in the JEE syllabus, the questions related to its, only this is the syllabus of JEE. Okay. Fine, everyone. So we have this property AM greater than equal to GM. See, why I am including RMS and HM here is because it will be used in physics or chemistry somewhere. So at that time, when you will be asked to calculate root mean square speed, or you will find out root mean square speed, and you will be given arithmetic mean of speeds. Okay. So you would need to know that which of these is greater. So will you be able to tell me which of these is greater? Arithmetic mean or root mean square? So you can tell that root mean square is greater. Okay. But in the JEE syllabus of mathematics, only this is the property we have. Arithmetic mean is greater than equal to geometric. Fine, everyone? Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
yes sir.
So, okay.
Yes sir.
So what are we doing to trying to say here? Arithmetic mean is greater than equal to geometric mean. So can you just tell me what is arithmetic mean? It is sum of observations
By
divided
number
by
of
number of
observations.
observations.
Number of
Right?
observations.
This thing is greater than product of observations raised to
By
1 by n.
whole by.
One by n.
Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it has one more property associated with it. If AM is equal to GM, okay. See, AM is always greater than or equal to GM. Okay. What will happen if AM and GM both are equal? What will happen if AM and GM both are equal? So let us just verify it for two numbers. Okay. So I currently have two observations, x1 and x2. So let us verify it for x1 and x2. So I have x1 plus x2 by 2 is equal to x1 into x2 square root, right? Raised to the power of half. Right, everyone?
Yes,
AM and
sir.
GM are equal. So this is what it will be. Okay. So this thing can be written as x1 plus x2 minus 2 times under root x1 x2 is equal to 0. Right? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
And see, I have
Yes sir.
first of all
समझ
only
में नहीं आया
assumed
सर.
that x1, x2 till xn all are positive numbers. So that means x1 and x2 both are positive. Okay.
Okay.
Navneet, what did you not understand?
x1 plus x2 minus 2 under root of x1 in x2 is equal to
So
0.
see, this I have a 2 here in the denominator. I sent it that side and then brought it on the left side. Okay, that is how I got this thing.
Okay sir.
Fine. Yeah. So see, x1 can be written as square root x1 whole square. Okay. Then we have plus square root x2 whole square. Then we have minus 2 times square root x1 into square root x2 is equal to 0. Can you guess what is this thing? Can anyone guess what is this thing?
A minus B whole square.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. So it is root of x1 minus root of x2 whole square. And it is equal to 0. So can you tell me when can be a square equal to 0? What is that value? When can a square be equal to 0? Can a square ever be negative? If I'm taking this, okay, so this is a real number, okay, any real number. Let me assume it to be z. So I'm telling you that z of square is equal to 0. So what does that bring me? What is the value of z?
0.
Arey yaar.
0. 0.
So like why did it take so much time? So see, basically it is trying to tell that root of x1 minus root of x2 is equal to 0. Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So what does that mean? Can I say x1 is equal to x2?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
yes,
That is what will happen over here. If AM and GM are equal, if AM and GM are equal, my observations,
Are equal.
the same thing you can verify for more numbers if you wish to. If you want, you can verify it for any numbers, any number of numbers. That it was easy for me to prove it for 2. If you like, if you are good in algebra, you can do it for more numbers also. But it would be just time consuming. Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So see, what will happen is, I'll just take one important case for you. Okay. So assuming that x1 is equal to x2 is equal to x3, so on till xn. Okay. Okay. So now can you tell me what will be the AM of this thing? And I am assuming it to be some constant k. Okay. Now can you tell me what will be its arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean of these numbers. See, okay, no worries. For those who couldn't do, it is sum of observations, right? And all my observations are equal to k. So it is k plus k plus k plus k so on n times divided by n. So it is basically k into n divided by n. So it is equal to k.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
The same thing. What will be my geometric mean? Geometric mean will be k into k into k into k n times whole raised to 1 by n. Correct?
Sir, K, sir.
This will also be k. Right? So if my numbers are equal, my arithmetic mean and geometric mean are equal. So it is working in both ways. So it will have a double arrow. I hope you remember, everyone, what is meant by this double arrow.
Yes, sir.
If and only if. Okay. Like if this is true, this is true. If my second statement is true, my first statement is true. And if my first statement is true, my second statement is true. Okay. So if my observations are equal, my AM is equal to my GM is equal to any of my observations. Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it, everyone? If my observations, if all of my observations are have the same value, my arithmetic mean will be equal to my geometric mean, and that will have the same value as my observations. Right? Got it, everyone? Any doubt?
Yes.
Any doubt? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No doubt. Chalo, theek hai phir. Okay, great. Then I guess we should use this. We should use this thing to solve a few problems. Should we?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
great. So starting with one of the most basic questions. Okay, so Okay, got it everyone? Question? I am asking you to find the minimum value, the least value of this function. 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x. कर लोगे? Okay, see, no worries if you weren't able to think of it currently. So see, what will happen? I will assume that one of my observations is 2 raised to x. Okay, so I'm treating this thing as x1, my first observation. My second observation is 2 raised to minus x. I am treating it as x2. Now, can you tell me if am is greater than equal to gm, what does that mean? It means that x1 plus x2 by 2 is greater than equal to square root of x1, x2. Right, everyone? Everyone agrees with this? Everyone agrees with this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just substituting the values x1 and x2 in this equation. Okay. So it is 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x divided by 2 is greater than equal to under root x1, that is 2 raised to x multiplied by 2 raised to minus x. Now can you tell me what will this thing become? 2 raised to x multiplied by 2 raised to minus x. What will it be?
1,
Anyone?
sir.
1, sir.
Correct. It will be
1.
1. So
Yes,
basically
sir.
2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x divided by 2 will be greater than equal to 1. So what value can I say my 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x will be greater than equal to? Tell me.
2, sir.
It will be 2, not 1. Yes, because I have a 2 in the denominator also, right? That 2 can come over here.
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, what is the least value of 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x? What is it? What is my least value? अरे अब तो बता दो. What is the least value now? Anyone? अरे
Sir,
I have got.
Sir, minus 1, sir.
अरे
Sir,
yeah.
2, sir.
See. अरे see. 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x is greater than equal to 2. Okay. So either it can be 2 or it has to be greater than 2. So what is the least value that it can have?
2, sir.
2, sir.
Huh,
2, sir.
yes. So
I have
like
said, sir.
yes, you told, but you told very late. Like the moment I wrote this, you took 1 minute to process this thing. I don't know. Like okay, must have been a error. Fine. So everyone got this right? 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x is greater than equal to 2. So the least value that we can have of this function 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x is 2. Got it everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Everyone got it how it came?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Sir, can you explain how?
See, it is nothing new from what we have done ago, okay? Same x1, x2, x3. So instead of x1 and x2, I am assuming that my first observation is a function 2 raised to x and second observation is 2 raised to minus x. So I hope all of you know the property. What is the range of 2 raised to x? Anyone can tell? What is the range of 2 raised to x? No one knows. If I am putting any value of x, so what values can I get 2 raised to x? सब भूल गए. Functions chapter previous
Multiples
time we
of
have done.
2.
-2. अरे कहाँ?
Sir, multiples of 2.
Multiples of 2. Are you sure? What if I put x as -5? I can put negative values also. I can put fractional values also. It is 0 to infinity, right?
Yes, sir.
It is from
Yes.
0 to infinity. Okay. So
Yes.
if it is from 0 to infinity, my 2 raised to x is always positive. And my same way, my 2 raised to minus x is also positive. It will never be a negative value. So if it is always positive, so I can now easily apply my trick AM is greater than equal to GM. And I have done this same thing. Okay. So first observation is 2 raised to x. Second observation is 2 raised to minus x. So I got this thing is greater than equal to 2. So my least value will be 2. And now Just very small thing. What is the value of x? Where 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x is minimum. Now tell me. This one is little bit confusing. How much? Zero, correct. Can anyone tell me how? Can anyone tell me how is it possible?
2
Like how
raised
we
to
are
x
getting
is
this
0.
answer? 2 raised to
1
x is
plus
0.
1. No, sir. 1 plus 1.
Plus 1.
2. 2 raised to 0 is 1.
2 power
2
0
raised
is
to 0 is
1.
like how are you getting it?
Plus
Acha,
2
you are
raised.
acha. So you are basically substituting the values here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is also not wrong. But I was expecting little bit further from the concept I have just taught 2 minutes back. Can you use something like this? Can you use this to get the answer? Okay, no worries if you can't. See, I have two observations, 2 raised to x and 2 raised to minus x. Okay, these are my two observations. And now, when it has the minimum value, okay, when it has the minimum value, when 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x by 2 is having the least value. Okay, so in that case, my AM is equal to my GM. When is that possible? If my AM is equal to my GM, what does that mean? That my observations are equal, right?
Yes, sir.
So my observations are 2 raised to x and 2 raised to minus x. So that means 2 raised to 2x, 2 raised to 2x, right? 2 raised to 2x is equal to 1. So when is this possible? X is equal to 0. That is how I got it. Everyone understood? See, if my AM and GM have to be equal, then only I will get my least value, right? Then only I can get my least value of this thing. So in order to
How
my AM and see, okay, no worries. See, my GM is 1, okay? My GM is 1. So 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x whole divided by 2 is greater than equal to 1. What does that mean? Now I have to minimize this value, right? I have to minimize this value. So it will be minimum only when it is equal. Okay. It is minimum only when it is equal. Otherwise, at all values, it is greater. So that is
yes.
why. That is why we got this. Okay. Okay. So just generalizing this question a little bit. Okay. So find the least value of a raised to x minus 1 plus a raised to 1 minus x, where a is any constant greater than 0. Okay. So tell me, how would we do this? How would we do this? Anyone? Okay, so again, we will do the same thing. Okay. We will assume this thing as x1, this thing as x2.
X2.
Okay. This thing as x1, this thing as x2. Okay. So again, my x1 plus x2 divided by 2 will be greater than equal to square root of x1 into x2. Right? Right? Are kuch,
Yes,
just speak
yes,
something.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So like, okay. So x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is greater than equal to square root of x1 into x2. So just substituting back, so a raised to x1 minus 1 plus a raised to 1 minus x whole divided by 2 is greater than equal to square root of x1. So that is a raised to x minus 1 into a raised to 1 minus x. Can you tell me what will this thing become now? What is my GM now? What will my geometric mean be? What is square root of a raised to x minus 1 into a raised to 1 minus x? What is it?
Sir, 1, sir.
Correct.
One.
1. It will be 1, right? It will be 1, right? X and x will get cancelled. 1 and 1 will get cancelled. So it will be 1.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So my left hand side,
One, sir.
a raised to x minus 1 plus, yes, correct, whole divided by 2 is greater than equal to 1. So that means what will be my minimum value? Tell me.
1.
1, sir.
1. I am asking minimum value of a raised to x minus 1 plus a raised to 1 minus x.
1, sir.
Two, sir.
अरे
2,
नहीं
sir.
पे अरे 2
Two,
भी तो है डिनोमिनेटर में.
Yes,
2,
sir.
Yes, sir.
अरे यार. Okay, correct. So minimum value is 2 because it can be either greater than or equal to 2. Okay. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so now you have understood it clearly. Okay. So assuming that you have understood it clearly, just have one question to share with all of you. Is my screen visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Acha, it is
Yes,
visible.
sir.
So can we solve this first question? अच्छा, it is
Answer
visible.
C, sir. C. 8.
अरे भाई साहब, क्वेश्चन भी नहीं पढ़ा है. अभी तो यार कुछ लोग क्वेश्चन पढ़ रहे थे, उनको पढ़ने तो दो यार. ऐसा करोगे यार, तुम तो डीमोटिवेट कर दोगे सबको. सी है क्या?
हाँ सर, तुम एग्जाम लिए थे ना वीकली टेस्ट में.
हाँ
जब भी
हाँ.
मैं देखा सर, एक बार ट्राई किया
अच्छा
तो
अच्छा
8
अच्छा
आंसर
अच्छा
आया.
अच्छा अच्छा. चलो सही है, बढ़िया है. देखते हैं. हाँ, सो एवरीवन एल्स, see what is happening is it is asking me the least value of k for which this is my first term. Okay, 4 raised to 1 plus x plus 4 raised to 1 minus x, k by 2, 16 raised to x plus 16 raised to minus x are three consecutive terms of an AP. So tell me, what is if a, b and c are three consecutive terms of an AP? So what is my next step? What is the thing I can infer from that? Can I say my 2b is equal to a plus c? Everyone? Everyone?
Yes, sir. We can say that.
Sir.
अरे यार, क्या कर रहे हो आज? अरे, if a, b and c are in AP, so can I directly say that 2b is equal to a plus c?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
हाँ यार. Okay. So now tell me, what is my value of a, b and c over here? A, b and c.
Sir, A is 4 power 1 plus x plus 4 minus x.
हाँ. B. What is b?
K by 2.
A by
हाँ, correct. B is
A
k
by
by
2.
2 and c is this thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
16 raised to x plus 16. Okay. So that means 2 into b. Okay. 2 into b is equal to a plus c. Okay. Right, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So that means my value of k. This is directly my value of k only. Okay.
K. 2 to cancel.
Okay. Because this is 2 into k by 2. So I can directly write it as k. So now it is asking me to find the least value of k. Now can we find the least value of this thing? Everyone, can we find the least value?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we can, right? So just treat it as four observations. So I have this observation x1, this observation x2, this observation x3, and this observation as x4,
4.
right? So basically I can write that x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 divided by 4. This is my AM. And now can you tell me what will be my GM?
Root x1. Oh, no, sir.
Galat.
Sir, x1 into
X2
bolo.
into X.
X1 into X2 into X3 into X4.
whole power 1
हाँ.
by 4.
1 by
1 by 4.
अब सही है.
4.
अब सही है. रूट नहीं होगा ना, it will not be square root. Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
hope you got your mistake. So tell me, what is the value? What is this thing? X1 into X2 into X3 into X4 raised to 1 by 4. What is it? So we have 4 raised to 1 plus X into 4 raised to 1 minus X into 16 raised to X into 16 raised to minus X whole raised to 1 by 4. Right?
Yes, sir.
Can you help me evaluate this thing? Can anyone help me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
1.
Tell. 1. No, it is not 1.
It can be written as 4 squares, sir.
4, sir.
4
4
power
square. Correct. 4 square. So it is 4 square raised to 1 by 4. Right? 4 square raised to 1 by 4. Everyone agrees? 4 raised to 1 by 4.
Yes, sir. 2.
Yes,
2,
sir.
correct.
2.
So this value is 2. So now can you tell me
Yes.
x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4, what is the least value of that thing?
8, sir.
Yes.
Correct. Navneet sir, congratulations. आपने तो क्वेश्चन देखने से पहले ही आंसर बता दिया. Right, everyone. It is correct, right?
वीकली टेस्ट में किया सर.
टेस्ट में दिया था.
हम्म.
अच्छा. So everyone has understood this question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Instead of 2 terms, now we have taken 4 terms. And we have to clearly observe that 1 plus x and 1 minus x are getting cancelled. Same way on the right side, 16 raised to x and 16 minus x are getting cancelled. That is why we are taking it this way. Okay. So now, can you help me solve this question also? The one that you see on the screen? Minimum value of f of x is equal to a raised to x plus a raised to 1 minus a raised to x. Okay, so basically I have 2 terms. My first term is a raised to x. My second term is a raised to 1 minus a raised to x. Fine. Okay, everyone. अरे कुछ हाँ ना तो बोलो.
हाँ सर.
Can you repeat once
Yes, sir.
again?
अरे
Yes, sir.
see, I have a raised to x plus a raised to 1 minus a raised to x. So this is my first thing. This is my second thing. What do I do with it? This is my first object. This is my second object. Just think what can we do with both of these? अरे यार.
X1, X2.
Yes.
X2
is equal to root x1.
Correct. So x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is greater than equal to square root of x1 into x2, right?
Yes, sir.
sir.
Can you help me
Yes.
evaluate the square root of x1 into x2? Can we do it? So it is square root of x1. So it is a raised to x multiplied by a raised to 1 minus a raised to x. Can you tell me what is the value of this thing?
2.
2. अरे यार.
नहीं सर नहीं.
Think.
A.
Correct.
A.
How,
Square
sir?
root a. It is
Yes,
square
sir.
root a. Array, see, nothing to worry about. See, just treat this a raised to x. Okay, you have this a raised to x in the power. Treat it as one single entity. And I have 1 minus a raised to x. So see, you just treat it something like a raised to c multiplied by a raised to 1 minus c. Tell me, what will be the product of this thing? Can my C and C get cancelled out?
Yes, sir.
So that is why I will just get A. So it will be square root of A. Very easy, right? Basic calculation. Got it, everyone?
Yes,
So now can you tell me what is the least value of x1 plus x2? What is the least value of x1 plus x2?
2T, sir.
2D.
How much? Correct. 2 root
2T.
A. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Hmm. Now, okay. So great. We have a question here also. I just look into what are the possible. Okay. So yeah, we can do this one. So again, same thing. 2 raised to 1 plus x plus 2 raised to 1 minus x. Then we have f of x and 3 raised to x plus 3 raised to minus x are in AP. So what do you understand with this? 2 raised to 1 plus x plus 2 raised to 1 minus x, f of x, 3 raised to x plus 3 raised to minus x are in AP. So can you find me the value of f of x? So if these three are in AP, 2 times of b is equal to a plus c. Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I need
Yes,
to find the minimum value of f of x. So I will just leave it this as it is. So treat this as x1, this as x2,
X2,
this as
X3,
x3,
X3.
X4.
this as x4.
X.
Now, can we do it?
Yes, sir.
Can we
X1
do it,
plus
everyone?
X2 plus X3 plus X4 by 4.
ठीक है?
One
कर
by
लोगे ना? You will be able to do it, everyone. It is the same question as before, okay? It is nothing different. The same, we have this one also and this one also. So it has no difference except for values. So, okay. So now let us look at this question. Minimum value of 2 raised to sin x plus 2 raised to cos x.
answer 2, sir.
Answer 2. मतलब, you mean option 2 or value 2?
2, sir.
मतलब
2 answer to A.
option A. Okay.
A.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, Navneet is telling Navneet, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, Navneet is telling. So that is why. If you trust Navneet, so trust his answer. Okay. No worries. Yeah, it will be correct only. No issue. Yeah. So we will be doing this one. 2 raised to sin x plus 2 raised to cos x. Can you think how we can do it? 2 raised to sin x plus 2 raised to cos x. So again, the same thing. Treat 2 raised to sin x as one entity, x1. This thing as another entity, x2. Okay, everyone.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So again, what will be my next step? x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is greater than equal to square root of x1 into x2. Right, everyone?
Yes,
अरे
sir.
समझ आ रहा है? हाँ. So now
Yes,
tell
sir.
me, help me calculate the value of square root of x1 into x2. Can you help me do this? So we have square root of x1 into x2. So it is 2 raised to sin x into 2 raised to cos x.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So it is basically under root of 2 raised to sin x plus cos x. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So यार अच्छा यहाँ दिक्कत आ गई. So you don't know what is sin x plus cos x. Do you know what is sin x plus cos x minimum value? Anyone?
Cos x under root of 2.
What is under root of 2? Okay. Tell me. What is the least value? 2 raised to sin x plus cos x. Anyone? Just a minute.
Sir, can you please tell how you get under root 2 sin x into under root.
See, what is, if I have two values, my first observation is x1, that is 2 raised to sin x. My second observation is 2 raised to cos x. So I'm just applying my basic formula that am is greater than equal to gm. So in my gm, I have square root of 2 into sin x into 2 raised to cos x. So my powers can get added. So it is square root of 2 sin x plus cos x. Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see, for ones who don't know, so see, this thing will basically turn out that my x1 plus x2 is greater than equal to 2 times under root 2 sin x plus cos x. Right? So now you just need to find what is the minimum value of sin x plus cos x. And I guess that is for the ones who have studied trigonometry. Trigonometry and calculus. So for the ones who don't know calculus, you won't be able to do this. Sin x plus cos x minimum value, for this we will need to differentiate this thing. So like, I'm not sure if we should be doing this right now because many people don't know. So sin x derivative is cos x and cos ka sin hota hai, is equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
So that means tan x is equal to 1. So what are the values where tan x is equal to 1? X is pi by 4
45.
and 5 pi by 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, we'll be just leaving it right now because I think many of you did not have the access. Many of you did not have the access to study calculus, so no worries. Okay, so just a minute. I'll be... Okay, great. So, just discussing a few more questions related to this. And I guess we will be stretching it to tomorrow also. Okay, so... And yeah, everyone who did not have the access, please come revised with it. Okay. There are only 1 or 2 classes remaining. I have been telling this to you. So Vignesh and I guess who else was there? Vignesh Savani was there, I guess. So I hope you have got the access now. Okay. So please come with revised with limits and derivatives because that is the next step that we'll be starting on. Okay, great. Yeah. So just one basic problem. So we have 3x plus 2y is equal to some value 5. And it is asking me the minimum or the maximum value of x cube multiplied by y square. Okay. So tell me, how should we do it? How should we do it? Tell me. So see, what if you treat this thing as x1 and this thing as x2, so x1 plus x2 divided by 2 will be greater than equal to square root of x1 into x2. So when you take square root of x1 into x2, it will basically be 6 of xy. So there is no chance you can get x cube and y square, right? So doing this won't help you. Can you think what we can do to get 3 powers of x and 2 powers of y? What can we do?
Squaring on both. Mm.
What can we do? Squaring on both sides. No, that won't help. Okay, so for the ones, okay, so like, since we don't have very much time left, so see, this 3x can be written as x plus x plus x. Okay, this 2y can be written as y plus y. Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So now, instead of treating this 3x as one single entity and this 2y as one single entity, I am breaking it into total 5 parts. Okay,
Yes.
so I have 3 x's, I mean, 3 values of x. 3 times I'm getting x and 2 times I'm getting y. So treat these 5 things as different entities. So treat this as x1, this as x2, this as x3, this as x4, this as x5. Okay, treat these as 5 entities. So basically x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 whole divided by 5 is greater than equal to x1 into x2 into x3 into x4 into x5 whole raised to 1 by 5. Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Got it, everyone? So now can you tell me what is my left hand side? My left hand side. What is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5? What is it?
5, sir.
5. मतलब it is basically 3x plus 2y, right?
Yes, sir. By 5.
So 3x plus 2y, yes, correct, divided by 5 is greater than equal to, what is my right hand side now? What is my right hand side? Think. See, it is basically x into x into x into y raised to 1 by 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right?
X
And I
cube
already know what is the value of 3x plus 2y by divided by 5. What is the value?
Sir, x
5.
cube
5.
y
So
square.
left hand
X
side
cube
is
y
1,
5
right?
by 5.
So it is x
X
cube into
cube.
y square raised to 1 by 5,
Yes, sir.
right? So now can you
Yes.
tell me what is the maximum value of x cube multiplied by y square? What is the
1.
maximum value? 1.
1.
Yes, correct. चलो ये तो तुमने बता दिया, it is equal to 1. Now can you tell me what will be the values of x and y in that case? What will be the
1,
values
sir.
of x and y? Correct.
1, sir.
Yes, they will also be 1. So both my
1.
values of x and y will be equal to 1. Why? Because my AM is equal to my GM. Okay, so if my AM and GM are equal, so my arithmetic mean is equal to my geometric mean, and that value is equal to my observations, right? Okay. Okay, fine, everyone.
Of the x to the power of 5 by power of 6.
Okay. Now just think, x plus y is equal to 1. And I am asking you to calculate the maximum value of x raised to 5 multiplied by y raised to 6. How is that possible? कैसे possible है? Because if I treat x and y as single entities, so on the right hand side, when I take GM, okay, so you can just think, if I try and treat it as single entities, on the right hand side, I will just get x raised to 1 and y raised to 1. And I want 5 powers of x on the right side and 6 powers of y. How can I do it? Can anyone think? What can I do so that I get 5 values or 5 powers of x? 5 powers of x and 6 powers of y. So it is very easy. You have this x, split it into 5 parts. So x by 5, x by 5, x by 5, x by 5, x by 5. And you have this y, split it into 6 parts. So y by 6, 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 y by 6. Fine. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
So now what will be my next step? Anyone can think? Can anyone think now? What can I do? I have splitted it into 5 parts and I have splitted y into 6 parts. What can I do now? Very easy. Treat these as single entities. Treat all of these as single entities. So this one is x1, this one is x2. Treat this one as x3. Okay, same way. So now can you take the sum? So it is x1 plus x2, so on. X11 divided by 11 is greater than equal to. Now what will be my right hand side? it is x1, x2, so on into x11 whole raised to 1 by 11.
10. Yes.
So now tell me, what is my value of x1 multiplied by x2 multiplied by x3, so on till x11? What is it? So if you look clearly, x1 into x2, so on into whole on till x11. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to evaluate this thing. So it is basically x raised to 5 divided by 5 raised to 5. No, it is 5 raised to 5. It is basically x by 5 raised to 5. X divided by 5 raised to 5. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what about this?
Y by 6 whole raised to 6.
Correct. So what we are doing is, in order to adjust, okay, see, I need x raised to 5 multiplied by y raised to 6. This is what I need. So definitely they are in multiplied. So this will be on the GM side. Okay. I can for sure say that they have to be on the GM side. So I know that 5 powers of x I need and 6 powers of y I need. So just think, how would I achieve it? So just think, I need to break x into 5 parts so that I get x 5 times, and break y 6 times so that I get it 6 times, and treat all of these as individual entities. What will happen when you treat all of these as individual entities? That on the left side you will get the same sum, because you have basically splitted x into 5 parts. The sum will remain same, x by 5 multiplied by 5, so it will remain x plus y. But on the right hand side, your x will get splitted 5 times, so you will have this value. So it is basically x raised to 5 into y raised to 6 divided by 5 raised to 5 into 6 raised to 6. Okay, everyone. So can you tell me what is my value? Sum of x1 plus x2 plus so on till x11. What is my sum?
Sir, x
What is my
plus 5.
sum? X
Sir,
plus
x
y,
plus
right? X plus y. So what is x plus y?
1, sir.
1.
Correct. So it is 1 by 11 greater than equal to.
Sir.
Now what is this
1.
value? So it is x raised to 5 into y raised to 6 divided by 5 raised to 5 into
Sir.
6 raised to 6 raised to 11. 1 by 11, right? Everyone. Everyone.
चलो रुको नहीं.
Okay. So now can you help me? So basically it is raised to power 1 by 11. So I will be sending it that side. So it is 1 by 11 raised to 11 is greater than equal to x raised to 5 into y raised to 6 divided by 5 raised to 5 into y raised to 6. So basically x raised to 5 into y raised to 6 is greater than equal to, is lesser than or equal to. So it is 5 raised to 5 into 6 raised to 6 divided by 11 raised to 11. This is my final answer. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes.
I know it was little bit difficult. I know.
Yes, sir.
I know, like it got bit tougher. Okay. See, because I know the calculation part may have stuck you somewhere. Okay, so now let us approach in the opposite direction. So x raised to 10 into y raised to 5 or y raised to 7 ले लेते चलो
7.
is equal to 100. Okay. And it is asking me to find minimum value of, let me take 5x plus 2y. अब बताएं कैसे करेंगे? Now think in the opposite direction. Ulta. See, just think. I need x raised to 10 and y raised to 7. So definitely this will be on the GM side. Okay. This will be on the GM side and this thing will be on the AM side, arithmetic mean side. 5x plus 2y. So just think, if I have x raised to 10 and y raised to 7, how can I achieve it? What can I do so that I get x raised to 10 and y raised to 7? Think,
5 by
what can I
x
do?
by x power 10.
Hmm. Yes, you are thinking correct. Vignesh, Gayatri, Ashrita, Bhavna, just think this way. I need x raised to 10 into y raised to 7 on my right side. What can I do? What can I do so that I get this on the right side?
सर 5 by x power 10, 5 by x by वो 10 बार लेना, फिर y by
Correct.
2.
Yes, correct, correct. Were you able to think of the logic, everyone? See, no worries if you weren't able to think. I need 5x plus 2y. Okay. I need 5x and 2y on my AM side. So I will be adding both of these. But on the right side, I have x 10 times and y 7 times. So in order to achieve it, I will be splitting this thing into 10 parts. And this thing into 7
part.
parts. Okay. So total, how many parts do I have now? How many
17.
entities? Correct.
17.
How many observations? 17 observations. Right? 10 of those will be 5x by 10. And 7 of those will be 2y by 7.
x1
Okay?
plus x2 up to
Correct, correct. X17 divided by 17 is greater than
17.
equal to x1, x2, x17
Up
whole raised
to
to 1 by 7. Right, everyone? अरे यार क्या हो गया? भावना,
x
ओमकार, विघ्नेश, श्रावणी, गायत्री. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sure.
sir.
See, just apply the same logic we were applying above, and just think of it in the opposite direction now. What should I do so that I get x raised to 10 and y raised to 7? So very easy. Break x into 10 parts. Whatever you have of x, break it into 10 parts. Whatever you have of y, break it into 7 parts. Very easy. So now tell me, my left side, what will be my sum of these? So sum will be same only. It will be 5x plus 2y. My sum will be same, 5x plus 2y only. Divided by 17 is greater than equal to. Now, Gayatri, I have total 10 terms, 5x by 10, and total 7 terms, 2y by 7. Can you help me calculate the product of those terms? See, I have total 17 terms, okay? I have total 17 terms. 10 of those are 5x by 10. 10, okay? These are 10 terms.
5x by
5 by 10.
And 2y by 7,
by
I have 7 terms. How much will it be?
5x
It
by
is
10 whole have 10.
so 5. So when I'm
5x.
multiplying it, so I can just cancel it, right? I can just treat it as x by 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it is basically x raised to 10.
X.
Bolo. X raised to 10 by 2 raised to 10, right? It is
Raised
x by 2
10.
only.
Yes, sir.
What about this? What about this?
2y
That is
by
2
7
raised
whole.
to.
7
Yes.
2 raised to 7 by 7 raised to 7.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
And whole raised to 1 by 17.
1 by 17.
So now can you tell me? I already know the value of 5x plus 2y. No, sorry, I already know this value. X raised to 10 multiplied by y raised to 7. I already know the value. What is it? It's 100.
100.
100, right?
100.
So
Yes,
it is
sir.
5x plus 2y is
By 17.
greater than equal to 17
100.
times 17 times 2 raised to 7 by 2 raised to 10 into 7 raised to 7 into 100
Into
whole raised to 1 by 17.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right? That is what you will do. So just a minute, I will open a few problems. अरे यार. Okay. So, this one is really good question. I hope you are able to see the question. तो चलो सबसे पहले इसको करते हैं. This one is easy. So see, x cube multiplied by y square. X cube multiplied by y square is equal to 2 raised to 15. And it is asking me the least value of 3x plus 2y. So tell me, what should I do? What should I do so that I get 3x and 2y? And on the right hand side, I'm getting x cube and y square. Tell me. Vignesh, Omkar.
Set set set
Hmm?
2y by
2? What?
y by 2 plus 2y
हाँ.
by 2 plus
अरे so what is 2y by 2? 2y by 2 क्या होता है?
y.
Y तो
Y.
होता है. So हाँ, and on the same side.
Y plus
So
Y.
हाँ, easy,
And
right?
x plus
So
plus
you
x.
have 3x.
Yes, sir.
So you have 3x. So just
X
treat it as x, x and x.
plus. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have y, treat it as y and y.
Y and Y.
Now think. Now you have 5 entities in total, right? You have 5 numbers, 5 observations. Okay. So just treat it like 5 observations. So I have x plus x plus x plus y plus y. So it is 3x plus 2y divided by 5
5.
is greater than equal to x cube into
X
y
cube.
square whole raised to 1 by 5. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Can you help me? X cube into y square raised to 1 by 5. So it is 2 raised to
1.
15
Bar.
into 1 by 5.
Yes, sir.
So it is 2 raised to 3, right? 8.
3. Yes, sir. 8.
So what is my least value of 3x plus 2y?
40.
5 into 8, 40. The same way, a plus b plus c plus d is equal to 11. So can you tell me a raised to 5, b cube, c square and d? How do we do it? I want a raised to 5, b cube, c square and d. What should I do now?
A by 5.
Correct. A should be split into 5 parts. What
Yes,
about
sir.
D?
3
What about
parts.
D?
3 types. 3
3
parts.
parts. 2 parts.
C
3
should
is
be in
equals
2
to 2
parts. What
parts.
about D? And D should
D.
remain
1
as
part.
it is.
Yes,
Okay.
D.
sir.
D should remain as it is. Okay, right, everyone. Correct. So this one is your homework question. And okay, so only one homework question today.
Okay,
And
sir.
this one is for harmonic mean only. So just see if you can do it. Fine. Okay, that's
Yes.
it. One homework. Only one homework question. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, please end the class.
Sir,
Yes,
David
sir. Thank you, sir.
work some.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir.